Hey guys, Little Red here. Just want to kind of do a different video. I've been watching people on YouTube. There's one person I do watch, and I will shout that out. But right now I do want to shout out to Haya Truth, amazing woman. She does pictures where she paints them, and she's an empath, so she puts her empath in the person she's making for all this painting, and I just want to give a shout out to her right now. I have other gifts that she has given me, but I do want to open this mail she has gotten me and sent to me. She has showed me a picture before she sent it, and I kind of want to show you guys. So this is what she sent, and in my background, probably like where it's little red right here, and the wolf. Since my name is Little Red and my spirit animal is the wolf, so thank you, Higher Truth. It's amazing. It's going to go up on the wall with my other paintings you gave me. So, yeah, I just want to give out a shout out to Higher. So, thank you dearly. Thank you. And now I want to give a shout out to a woman named Bailey Siren. I'll leave a link right here, and I'll just show you a picture of her. So I hope you guys check her out. She's awesome. She does a lot of videos. It's Mystery Monday and makeup. So I've been doing my makeup watching her. So thank you, Bailey, for doing this. Love you dearly. So anyways, let's get into this. Oh, wait. What did we forget? Popcorn. So right now, go get your popcorn. I'll bring my popcorn in and we'll start this video out. What you're about to watch may contain explicit language, adult theme, violence, and may not be suitable for viewers under 18. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Guys, back with my popcorn! So today we're going to talk about the TURPIN 13, which is David and Louise TURPIN. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They were in Australia. I'm going to kind of talk about it because I don't think anybody's ever talked about them. And it's something about when I want to say, see something, say something. So here we go. So Louise and her sister was raised, and her mom took her to live with her grandfather. Both were sexually assaulted and abused by the granddad. I think mom was too wise. She let it happen. Louise, also during this whole abuse, she was going to church, and then she met her now husband, David. Both her and her sister didn't say about the grandfather issue because the mom let it happen. When Louise was 16, she now was at the age that she left to go be with David. David was 20 and of course she was 16. When they got married, the family was seeing Louise and David and thought they lived a high and expensive, kind of like a dream life. They went to places because, of course, of money, and had the children kind of dressed up in uniforms, all matching. So they were thinking money. They were coming in. They can dress these kids in high-class clothes. Even flew the family, Louise's sister and brother, down to their new home for Christmas and Thanksgiving. That was going on, for the years. She was having kids. And then it all stopped. There was 8 children were in the home. Since the family stopped coming over, they stopped letting the kids go to school. So now these kids are homeschooled. Then Louise and David added 4 more kids. And they moved into a country home. I don't know where they were at before, but they were in this country home. Then they became bankrupt. So the kids used to hang out with their neighbor in this country, and the neighbor and her daughter went over, and they noticed just their hands looked like they were wearing gloves. Neighbor didn't notice, and then they went over one day and just asked, "Wow, your hands are so white." And they said they can only wash their hands from the wrist down, because if they weren't, they were wasting water. Kind of odd. So They're becoming dirty and all that. Then Louise and David stopped letting their kids outside. Kept them inside. Louise's sister noticed how small the kids were, but Louise said that, oh, they were just going to be tall and lanky like their father, David. And I know all you parents, like, they're not really small. My son, he's getting big, and that just a red flag to me. I don't know if you guys feel like that's a red flag. That's like a red flag to me. I don't know. Then one night, the oldest, during this whole thing, ran away, was flagging down people coming down the road because it's a country. If you look up, the road was really long and they're down in the country, not a lot of people around. And people just thought that child was mentally challenged, not all there, and took her back home. After taking her back home, Louise and David let the kids back out, made it kind of little normal looking like. Then about 3 weeks later, they were stuck back inside. Louise, at 46, had another child, which made 13 kids. I don't know, but 13 kids for me, that's a lot. So, with all these kids in the country home, they moved. I don't know how they moved. They're bankrupt. Heck, who knows? This is Australia, so I don't know what money's like or whatever. If they hit bankrupt and made money again, I don't know. So the neighbor came to their old house. So they all moved out, I guess, left their old stuff there. And the neighbors just kind of wanted to check this house out. I guess, I don't know. It's Australia. Like I said, this is kind of weird. And I haven't heard about it. I could have, searched more, but I was just kind of looking into, kind of saying something. This is a see something, say something to me. And I saw this and, like, think while I'm watching and reading. And I'm like, oh, like, I wish I was there. I'd be like, that's kind of weird. So, neighbors came to the house. They saw that, of course, they're homeschooled, so all their desks were lined up. But that's not the half of it. The house just smelled. So it was like they never washed anything. It was just really bad smell. And they were finding dead cats. Like, wow, like, I don't know if you would see cats outside, wouldn't you notice? Then they went to the bedrooms of the kids. There's bunk beds with chains and mattresses. There was mattresses on some, and there was other mattresses that would decay, and there must have no mattress there. So I don't know how old these mattresses were, where they got them. It's just, I don't know. Just being a mom, it's kind of weird. So, and they said it was so nasty that rats were jumping out. Like, how do these people live like this? Yeah, I was popping popcorn out. Like I said, this is my first time doing this. They also noticed the kids had new bikes. And the bikes were on the side of the house just rusting. And it's kind of like they were saying that it's almost like having a toy for a kid and just saying, here's your toy, but you can never play with it. But you can look at it. But if they were outside, wouldn't they play with it or ride it? But I guess Louise and David were scared that they would run away like the oldest child did. But I don't know. The neighbors never reported it. Because they said in the country, you don't want to be nosy neighbors, and it's like you call and there nothing was seen. You just feel stupid for even calling. So they just said they minded their own business. Like, wow, like you could have saved them then. I don't know how long, but the 16-year-old, I guess that was the oldest at the time. So it's just it hits hard. Like all these children are chained up in a dirty place, can only wash their hands. So that's how white their hands were, just for washing it and how dirty they were. When they moved, Louise told her sister about how they left the church. They weren't into the church anymore. And when they moved, they found another religion. Mormon, Latter-day Saints. I know a lot of people are talking about Latter-day Saints, about the day bell, but I don't know. And then she said that Louise even talked about witchcraft. Like, wow, witchcraft? Like, what was this family into? It's just crazy. So the new place, the neighbors were noticing the boys were outside eating out of the trash can. You gotta think these boys, I don't know their ages, they were small and they're eating out of the trash can, so they didn't even notice they were malnourished, but it's just kind of weird they were eating out of the trash cans. So never saw kids when moved, and this was a cookie cutter home environment. So all the houses were literally together, they all looked the same, and it was just the perfect life to live in, but the neighbors were never seeing anything. They didn't even reported it. I don't know. If you have 13 kids, I would like to see all your kids outside. Like, I don't know how she did with them inside, but being chained up, it's just the thought and seeing it hurt. Then one night, the 16-year-old left. So I think she's older than 16, or they said another 16-year-old girl. So maybe the oldest was, I don't know. So they said a 16-year-old left and called the police somewhere. So I guess in this cookie cutter they found a house or someone saying they needed help. Their sisters were chained up. They're hungry. They can't wash. And that's when the cops came and saw the House of Horror. If you guys look up this stuff or watch it, it blows my mind. It's heartbreaking. So the oldest of 17, one of the 17-year-olds, was the weight of 35 pounds. I'm sorry, like it's 35 pounds of a 17-year-old, and the 15-year-old had an IQ of an 8-year-old. So if you're homeschooling, I don't know how these kids were this one, or she wasn't homeschooling, just had a desk and just not reporting it. And now they were saying that if any kids were being homeschooled, they should be evaluated and done more. And I believe, and I think we do it here in the United States. If you're homeschooled, you get evaluated in everything. But I don't know what the year was of this. Just heartbreaking. So I don't know if Louise did this to her children because how she grew up with her mom, allowing her grandfather to do this stuff. And that's why I made this advisory on the beginning of it. It just hurts. So if the people would have reported it, things the children may not have as much psychologically damage, or probably not even 13 kids. Maybe they could have stopped her earlier. If Louise was not stopped, her and David would have had up to 25 kids. 25? Really? I know I see people like 4 kids, and this wasn't back in the 40s or 50s. This is newer. Like, if you're bankrupt at 13, how can you afford 25? And where would you get the space? If the feeling and talking of old neighbors would report it, they could have stopped. But like I said, this is see something, say something. And I'm adding pictures during this whole thing. And it's just heartbreaking. But I'm not adding the bunk beds and the rats and everything. And this happened in Australia. But it can happen anywhere. That's why I'm reporting it. Well, not reporting it, but I'm telling you guys. If you have a gut feeling or instinct, report it. Call it in. Make a tip. Do something. You never know. And as a mom, like I'm saying, is say something, see something. It's just, you guys, anybody out there, if you see anything wrong, report it. Write it down. If you just want to write it down, one day you saw this, in weeks, you'll have everything written down what you're seeing. Just, these kids. But the state got all custody of these kids, and it was from 2 to 29-year-old. It's sad, and I'm just, like I said, this is my first video. I don't know if you guys want me to do it. Like I said, it's just a new thing. Just trying out. I should have when she was born, all the way up. But, like I said, first time trying this. It's gonna be a short video. I didn't even eat much popcorn. Like, I have a whole bag of popcorn. You probably guys do. Short video. So, if you guys like this, let me know. Maybe I'll look into more stuff from Australia. We don't hear it much. But I found it and I wanted to report it. So, yeah. Let me know if you guys like it. Comment, share. If I ever get any more fan mail, I'll shout you out in the beginning of any video you'd like me to report. So, thanks guys for watching. Love ya. Bye!